You look back at last year's game when the offense struggled so much. How big was it to still come out with the win? One for the offense, but two for the team in the grand scheme of the season last year.
Anytime you win a game where you have 6 turnovers, you feel like you got out of there, with a gift. You turn the ball over 6 times, you don't expect to win. But our guys really just dug deep. Mike Evans made a great play to get us started there in the end, and it was a lot of fun.
Over here on the right side, we'll come back to Suzanne.
Do you feel this is the best wide receiver group in the nation?
I don't want to get into that, but I really like the guys we have. I think they all have a certain skill set. They complement each other well. You have your star in Mike Evans, and everyone else has a role who they play their role really well. I know there are other teams in the nation that have some really good receivers, but we really like the guys we have.
Here in the middle, Suzanne.
Clarence, y'all keep a stat where, I guess with Johnny, last year he was known for all the ad-libbing he did. If a play broke down, he was going to make a positive out of it. How many times this year do you think that he's actually executed the play that was called?
He's probably done it, not probably, he's definitely executed the play a lot more than he did on last year. A lot of it really has to do with being his second year in the offense and understanding where guys are going to be. When you're in your first year in the offense, you don't quite understand why you do certain things. And Johnny, having a skill set as far as his ability to run, he chose to lean on that a lot more on last year, whereas this year he understands the offense and he's going through all of his reads.
Right side aisle, Christy.
Some of your players today were talking about how they get angry if they don't score on every drive. Well, I noticed it makes you smile, but can you talk about how that makes you feel when you hear that?
Yeah, our goal as an offense is to score touchdowns every time we get on the field. We focus on getting first downs and scoring touchdowns. And when that doesn't happen, then, everyone's disappointed. Like I said last week, we want 100%, scoring in the red zone. We want to be 100% on third downs. And those things lead to touchdowns. But when it doesn't happen, you're frustrated. But hopefully, it happens a lot more times than it doesn't happen.
Follow up, Christy.
Do you kind of feel like if they're shooting for perfection, then whatever ends up happening is probably going to be pretty good?
Well, me personally, I just want to score more points than the other team. So if that means we go out there 10 times and we score once and they don't score any, then I'm happy at the end of the day, but there are some things that we need to improve on. But, every chance we get, we want to go out there and score touchdowns. And we're going against our defense in practice, we want to score touchdowns, and we're disappointed when we don't.
Cease, here in the middle.
When you look at your third down success, Coach, do you go in a game plan, do you have more plays for third down than first down or second down when you look at your chart? You talk about your third down success.
Yeah. Well, we have certain plays we run third and long, third and medium, third and short. A lot of times they're different than our first down plays. We practice those plays, every week and try and get better at them. But there are, based on what the defense is doing, we try to have plays that we feel like we can be successful with.
All right, on the left side, Olin.
Do y'all encourage Johnny to run as much as you did maybe a year ago? And would you expect to encourage him to do that this week, considering that Ole Miss had so much issue with a running quarterback a week ago?
Yeah, I think, it's a different offense than what they went against on last weekend. Their focus at Auburn was to run the quarterback, where ours is more of a passing attack, and if things break down, Johnny tends to make it a QB run. It's not a called QB run like those guys on last week. We're going to do what we do. We're going to try and find a weakness within the defense and see if we can be successful that way.